Not that she's back with the podcast and shit. Oh. Thank you for tuning into this episode of My Intuition Speaks Patois. You don't know that girl they love talk. Listen, it's been a little minute. I know. But life be lifing. You gonna hear me say that a couple times. Life be lifing, baby. And I don't know, I needed a little break, need a little time, need a little recuperation, needed to fill the cup so I could pour, you know what I'm saying? But no, I'm feeling amazing today. I'm feeling good. Happy to be doing this again. It feels so good. Today's episode, right? What does it mean to do the work? What does it mean to do the work? And the reason I want to bring up this topic is because I feel like healing is such a big topic right now. Healing is such a big thing. And granted, yes, it is very important for you. It is very important for you to heal yourself. It's very important for you to find yourself in a place where you're learning. You're actively learning from the things that you have found to cycle in your life. The things that, you're getting to a point where you're like, you're over it, bro. I've been going through this for this long. I've been in this kind of situation so many different times, and I'm just ready for something new. I'm ready for change. And you get frustrated to the point where you're ready to make it happen right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's a big part of doing the work, because a lot of people think that change is a gradual thing, or change comes with time, or, healing takes time and all of these things. And you have to remember that everybody's journey is different. Everybody's journey is different, baby. You could drop one job today, get the job of your dreams tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can make it happen for yourself, and doing the work really just means showing up for yourself, making a conscious choice to grow, surrender, listen, speak, do, rest. There's so much. And there are a number of experiences that can often be thrown away, deep into our subconscious mind. And doing the work is you getting your hands a little dirty to find them and analyze them for what they really are, and oftentimes, like I said, when life is lifing, we can forget that this whole thing really is all about the journey. It's like, when you finally accomplish a goal, you get the car, you get the job, you get the apartment, and then boom, you're at the start of a new journey in your life. Taking the time to be present, taking the time to check in with yourself, giving yourself a chance to feel what it is you're going through rather than suppressing it, that's doing the work. Healing can be a lot, but manifesting unfortunate situations by believing it's all you can attract is detrimental to who you want to become. And the reason you are enough is because it's up to you to make the change in your life. Just like when I was saying, it's up to you. Change can happen. People say that things take time, whatever. It takes as much time as you need. It takes as much time as you're willing to take up. It's up to you to make changes in your life. I'm not saying that things can change for you tomorrow, but baby, I'm not saying that things cannot change for you tomorrow. It is up to you. We really be acting like we have all this life to live, And I was really thinking about that the other day. I'm like, bro, like last year I watched friends go. You know what I'm saying? Like, people I thought I was going to grow old with, people that I really thought my kids was going to be able to call uncle and auntie. And they're just gone. 23, 22, 26. Like, people are just out of my life. These people have gone. They have transitioned. And I'm just down here doing what the fuck ever. Like, as if I have this whole life ahead of me, And even if I do have a long life ahead of me, praise God. Even if I do, what am I doing? What am I doing to create the best life I can live? What am I doing right now to put me in a better place? Whether that's mentally, physically, emotionally. There's so many aspects of ourselves that we have to heal, that we have to pay attention to as well. And that is a big part of doing the work. Being present with yourself is doing the work. Journaling and making a realization is doing the work. changing something that you've been doing your whole life, and you've been doing it your whole life because that's just the way you've been doing it. That's doing the work. Taking moments to be present, okay? And even moments to be silent. You really hear the answers to the situations you thought was impossible to get out of. And doing the work isn't for you. Doing the work isn't just for you, okay? Because when you heal yourself, you begin to heal the collective. When you heal yourself, you begin to heal your bloodline. And the way I see it is you can either heal or you can keep living in the hell that it is you're calling your life right now. A lot of us can get very selfish, and not selfish in the beautiful way, in the self-love aspect and all of that, in a way where a lot of us nowadays aren't even thinking about kids. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, everybody has their views, and I feel like everybody also has their own life to live. But a topic that I have heard about recently and have really taken a liking to is the importance of family, the importance of continuing to create family so that we can have a better world one day, to raise children, to be a person who is a healed individual, is willing to go on a journey with raising another human being and putting them out into the world to spread nothing but more joy, more love, more peace, rather than the other way around. I will say, though, that, the fact that there are so many people right now even tending to or thinking about tending to their healing journey is such a huge step, and it's very beautiful to see. However, we cannot forget that doing the work is not just for us. When you wake up in the morning and you choose, I'm gonna take this hour out for me. I'm gonna take this 30 minutes out for me. I'm gonna whatever that may be, whatever that may look like for you. It doesn't matter. Whatever that may look like for you, you take that time to yourself and it makes you feel so much better. It gives you clarity. It gives you some sort of peace. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. So that way you can go out into the world and you have no choice but to spread that feeling. You have no choice, because even if you do not say anything, when you walk into a room, people can just look over at you and feel it on an energetic level. Somebody look at you and be like, I want to feel like that. They could see confidence on you. It really is our choice. I'm not saying that life ain't hard, but I am saying that we can make it easier for real. When you sit down and you just recognize the shit that's been going on in your life over and over, the problems that keep hitting you over and over, and it's like, yo, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? In those moments, it's time to do the work. It's time to do the work. And like I said, doing the work, it varies. It's what works for you. As long as you are making conscious decisions to change, conscious decisions to pay attention to the way that you do things, why you do things. Question yourself and find out the root of why it is that you have the routine that you have, why it is that you go about things the way that you do, why it is that you think about things the way that you do, why it is that you live in survival mode, why it is you believe you cannot attract what it is that you desire, why you believe that love is something that you can't have when you are surrounded by it and you are, in fact, that. That's just how I feel. That's my views on doing the work, I feel like throughout my own journey, it's been so many ups and downs and changes, transformations, and that's just life. And doing the work has looked different for me in different situations. Because there's sometimes I'll be like, you know what, I'm feeling this way. I'm just going to do what I always do. I'm going to do what makes me feel better. And then sometimes that shit don't help. And you got to be like, well, you know what, this situation is not the same situation as last time. So how can I tend to myself now? How can I figure it out now? And you got to allow those kind of pivots to happen in your life. When you're hit with another block, you just got to figure out how to get around it. That's all it is. That's all it is. Don't ever stress, because you're always protected. You're always covered. You're always being watched over by those who love you, by God who loves you. But God also gives us a choice. God loves us enough to watch us go after what we desire. So if you constantly think that life is nothing but disappointment, you're going to continue to manifest disappointment into your reality, because it's all you focus on and it's all you believe you can attain. You have to make a choice and believe that that's not everything, that God ain't done yet. If God could bring you to this point in your life where you are at right now, think about all of the shit you've been through, bro. Every time you thought you weren't going to get out of it, every time that you thought it was the fucking end, bro. And you're still here. Like, how could you even believe that God, spirit, universe does not have their eyes on you? You know? So now that you know God got you, it's time for you to do the same for you and do the work. Thank you all so much for tuning into this episode. What a blessing. What a blessing. I'm so grateful to every ear that could hear this. I'm so grateful for every person who has tuned in. Thank you so much. And if this has touched you in any way, whatever it is you feel like you want to do, honey, leave a comment, do whatever you want to do, baby. But if it touched you, I'm so grateful. I am so glad. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, your night. And you're going to see me in the next one. Guidance.